New Soul Eater anime, yay! Yes, it's a side story of the original series Soul Eater, so don't expect any main characters to be really big on this show. So prior knowledge of Soul Eater, the previous show, is not actually needed, but it would be required, I say, in my opinion, just to get that nostalgic feeling. I'm assuming that this side story is before all the shit went down in that city, considering that Medusa is a nurse and Sid is still human and he a zombie. So, new show, new characters. Get over it. Even though the original characters do make some nice cameo appearances, some of them I feel like they were forced, like Black Stars or Death the Kids cameo. Like he just so happened to be flying outside the window. Anyway, to the core of this episode. So a girl named Tsugumi finds out that she's a weapon after she jumps over her dog, trying not to trip over him or her, and triggers her weapon form, or part of her weapon form. She has her foot as like a spear or like a blade. So her mom is like, drop everything that you're doing, get your 14-year-old self to DWMA because that's where you are going. So she flies over to America, and that's where we get to see the other two main characters make their first appearances. Anya, and Anya is sort of like this tsundere princess sort of feel to her as I was continue watching the episode. And then you have a girl named Mimi who is like an airhead. I mean, so to speak. That's my opinion. But from what I've seen so far in this episode, she seems like a dud. Tsugumi is climbing up the stairs of WMA, and she's like, shit, this is going to take forever. So she's like, I don't know, maybe like a quarter of the way up or maybe like halfway up. And she drops her suitcase. And she's like, no! And then this is when Maka makes probably the best cameo entrance I've ever seen in an anime. She catches the suitcase. She runs up to her, gives her the suitcase. And she says, keep going, you're almost there. And Tsugumi's like, who the hell is that? But when she gets all the way up, she like slams her face on the ground and she sees this energy drink and a note. And she said, and it was from Maka saying, welcome to Death Weapon Meister Academy, turn around. She turns around, she sees this beautiful scenery with like this nostalgic music. And it was just great, like, just listening to that, like, yeah, we're back watching Soul Eater. This is good. So she goes to orientation, and Sid is hosting the orientation for all the freshmen, and there's about like, I'd say a solid like 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, maybe 10, 8 new freshmen. So it's a small class, and Sid is explaining to them what weapons and meisters are and their role, and then Sid's like, we're going to bring out just 2 pure badasses, Yuin, Maka, and Soul. Now here's the thing. Soul's appearance in that one scene, because that's where he was, like in that one scene, he does not make a sound. He does not even make a word. Like, he doesn't even speak. So he just goes into weapon form, and just Maka and Soul just go in ham. And I was like, why aren't you not talking or saying anything, Soul? But then once you think back to Soul's character, he probably just doesn't even want to do this at this like point in time. So Sid is like, find yourself a partner because you're going to need one. 2 guys basically start harassing Mimi, and short story. Tsugumi gets the balls to go into weapon form and just fully turns into what's called a halberd, which is some sort of like long staff, like axe spear thingy, and they just like kick ass against them. And now Tsugumi is stuck between picking Mimi and Anya as a partner, as her meister. So it leaves it at that. Now to music and animation. No, it has the typical girly opening. I don't really have an opinion on it, like a yay or nay. It's just something that's tolerable to me, so I could just listen to it as an opening and it wouldn't bother me. The tracks in this episode was very, very nice, especially when they cued in that really orchestrated music when she was looking at Death City, and I was like, that's a really nice piece of soundtrack right there. So the pacing of this episode was good at first, but I feel like it was rushed sort of like the end of it. I didn't really want to see her like go into, full weapon and just like, I mean, I guess that's what was needed to set the tone of her having to choose these 2 girls now. But I just thought that, in my opinion, it just went a little bit too fast for me. But the ending song, again, was good. Don't have yay or nay on it. It was just a song. Now, the opening gives us a hint as to who might be the villain in this show. Maybe, like, I don't know, but it could be a villain. So let's play a little quick game of who can spot the villain in this clip. Okay, ready? Roll it. Did you find it? So moving on to animation. Animation wise, the Mo art style was very nice. It was when he got to the fighting sequences, it was nothing like Sakuga, but um, like in the original Soul Eater series, but it was very nice for its art style. It wasn't like really bad, but it was good. People keep complaining about the art style. This isn't Soul Eater. It's a side story. It's a side story with the same characters, but they're not main anymore. They're supporting characters. Okay, there's new main characters. We're not probably even going to be seeing a lot of them. Maybe we are, maybe we're not. But that's not the point. This is not Soul Eater. Soul Eater. This is Soul Eater, not a different side story anime. It has nothing to do with these guys anymore. They're just supporting characters, okay? So stop it. It's a new show, new art style. Get over it. So I gave this episode a solid 8.5 out of 10. And that's all I have for you guys. I'm really excited for this show. And leave a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe will really help me out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.